Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Guys, today we're going to be reacting to Charlie Kirk debates pro-choice college students. Guys, let's go back to this video.
This, but I found common ground with you on abortion, and that I completely agree that whatever you want to call it, a fetus at whatever stage it is, it's alive. There's no there's no contention on that front. My concern, though, and I want to hear your perspective on this, is here in Texas we have the strictest abortion ban in the whole country. There's no exception for rape or incest or for the life of the mother after 6 weeks. My concern is that the government is mandating that people carry out their pregnancies even when it goes against their own life and their own well-being. I can take an example of if somebody's threatening to harm you, you have a right to self-defense. Why not have give the same autonomy to people who are pregnant?
Okay, thoughtful question. Thank you. So, first thing is, if you believe abortion is wrong, which you admitted it is, well then you should obviously have laws that.
I'll clarify. I didn't admit that abortion was wrong.
Okay,
I just said
yeah,
I
please
see
clarify.
it as a form of self-defense.
Okay, right. So that's a new one.
Well, as the previous person
Abortion as
says,
self-defense.
that person inside of you is completely dependent on you in a way different than a natural-born child.
So in most cases, rape and incest aside, how did that being get there?
I mean, in most cases, through sex, regardless of rape or incest.
Yeah, so there was a choice made.
I see your point. Even with a choice, let's say you invite someone into your home and they still decide to assault you. Does that mean you not have a right to self-defense against them?
Well, no, I think that, for example, if you have a bunch of teenagers over to your home and they start wrecking everything, you shouldn't be shocked when all of a sudden you wake up the next morning and things are a little awry.
But we're not just talking about wrecking a home. We're talking about wrecking your own body, your own personal autonomy.
Well, hold on. Again, rape and incest aside, of which I'm happy to answer and happy to talk about the moral aspect of that, but 98% of all abortions are done as a form of birth control, right?
Sure.
It's a form of birth control. How did those people get pregnant?
Usually through consensual sex.
Right. So they are pro-choice. They made a choice to have consensual sex, and now they want to be able to use scientific medical technology to crush a being that is not them, is a different person out of convenience?
Let's say you have a child who needs a kidney transplant, and you are the only one who can supply it, and you consensually allow them to use that kidney. What if the operation goes too long? They're still kind of using your blood for months on end. Should the government mandate, maybe not kidney?
I love these hypotheticals. I got it. Not making
but
fun
you
of
see
you.
where
No,
you see where
earlier
I'm
I got the
going.
most amazing hypothetical. We don't have to overthink this. Like, why should children get the death penalty because their parents decided to have consensual sex? I don't understand that.
Sir, even if you consent to, say, taking care of your child through the, transfusing blood or whatnot, should the government mandate that you have to continue that consensual blood transfusion?
Again, under the unrealistic hypothetical, and I reject the whole premise of this. The
It's
question
not
is this.
unrealistic.
Let me answer it more broadly. Do I think the government should step in to protect and preserve human right, be it by mandating, especially when the question is termination or not? Of course, the answer is yes. But it says a lot when there's a very serious, concrete question, and kind of we have to yield to these abstractions, which is fine. The philosophical sides and the kind of the hypotheticals are fine, are legitimate, I suppose, in some sense. But it comes to be just more concrete, right? We've got 1 million abortions every single year. Okay, 998,000 of them are because of a form of birth control. Do you find something wrong with that?
Not necessarily.
Okay. I think there is something wrong with that. I think that just looking at the last resort to be able to terminate human life as a form of birth control is not just sick, it's immoral, and it says a lot about who we are as a people and kind of the folding of a cultural life in our nation. And so I'll just ask one final question. When does human life begin?
It begins at conception, but that doesn't override the right to bodily autonomy and self-protection.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it does begin at conception. So does that mean someone who is larger than another being has the right to terminate them? Because why is it bodily autonomy? Just because the being is in them?
The size doesn't matter. It's the self-defense. If a toddler is running a knife at you, you can knock it down. I'm sorry. I'm kind of impromptu here as we keep going.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, so I'll just close with this. Don't use that analogy again.
Yeah, no, that was a bad one.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, that was a really bad analogy. But guys, I'll always stick to what I say here on my channel when it comes to abortion. I mean, we see students ask questions to Charlie, Candice every single day. I upload those videos so you can see on my channel. And when it has to do with abortions, I mean, I you could see like they just tend to, bring out different analogies, scenarios, to try to prove what they believe in. And then Charlie, Candice, they get to answer those questions and tend to try to put them back on track, on the right track. Now when it comes to abortion, I mean, there are different cases to which people have abortion. I mean, like, you could get raped. Like, a bad scenario is like a girl getting raped and then she's pregnant and she wants to abort the baby. I get it, trust me. I get it. It's not what you plan for. It's just messed up. And yeah, you see it as it ruined your life, because it's worse when you're even a student. Like, how do you want to go on with your life? I get it. But like, when it comes to abortion, I'm going to say that I don't want to give a round figure, but I'm going to say most of abortions that go on are mostly from unprotected sex, which two parties gave their consent to. Yeah, that's where most abortions come out from. And I really feel like there are ways to prevent all this. I mean, prevention is better than cure. You know very well that if you do this, you are obviously going to get pregnant. I mean, there's a slim chance of you not even getting pregnant. So when you know this, I mean, you are aware, you're well educated. When you know this, why do you still go ahead to have unprotected sex when you could have easily prevented it? And then when you're pregnant now, the best option for you to go with is, oh, abortion, I have to abort the baby, I can't keep it, the baby is going to ruin my life. Were you not thinking when you had that sex? This is the thing with a lot of people in my generation today. I just look at people and I'm like, oh my god, like, I see abortion as murder. I feel it's something that's not supposed to be done. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Do you understand? And it's also putting your own body to, like, it's going to affect you too. It's not just you taking out the baby, like, it's also going to affect you too. I sincerely feel abortion is wrong and it shouldn't be done just because we can do it. But guys, tell me what you think about this. And I've been wanting to ask, I've finally gotten the opportunity to, so I'm going to put this question here for my viewers, you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys know that. And I'm going to ask, when it comes to abortion, I just want us to have like a little talk on the comment section. I mean, yesterday I usually get so busy. Yesterday I went through, I think at night yesterday, so I was free and I went through the comment section and I was able to reply a lot of comments. I was so happy seeing you guys, your comments, your ideas. I was just smiling as I was reading it. I mean, you may not have the same the way I think may not be the way you think. So when you drop your comments, I see that, okay, maybe you're opposing what I'm saying, but it's a good thing. I mean, it's positive to me, because me seeing that you are really trying to get what I'm trying to say and you are seeing a point that you feel is not valid and you just want to clear that point. I like it. And I read this comment and I also get something from you guys. So I'm going to put this out there. What do you think, or what's your take or thoughts on abortion? I want to know, like, you guys should tell me in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think abortion is right? Do you think it can be used as self-defense? Like, what's your take on it? Do you think abortion is wrong and it should not be done? Do you think abortion is considered murder? I just want to hear your thoughts on this. I will be expecting your comments, so please make sure you drop your thoughts. No matter what it is, drop it, because someone is going to get something from there, especially me. So guys, do well to drop those comments and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Don't forget to also like, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.